Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino for Hip New Jersey at Home. And joining me here is Alan Mruvka. He is the founder and former CEO of E Entertainment Television and is now the founder and CEO of the Alan Mruvka Company and StorageBlue. We have a variety of topics to talk about today with Alan, but first, I want to start with the award-winning work of StorageBlue that they have done in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Alan, tell us a little bit about that.
We have been taking this very seriously from the beginning, and we've gone through certain precautions starting in the very early on. But I think we were most recognized for putting up physical partitions between our customer service people and customers coming in. We have these clear partitions that people sort of have to talk through, and we make sure people Purell their hands and wear masks. So we were thankfully recognized for doing all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. How difficult was it to transition your business to fit this COVID-19 pandemic?
It took a little work, and it took a little working on customers coming in, because a lot of people were taking it very casually. So we had to be a little firm about it and say, please clean up your hands, please wear a mask. So it worked out, for the long run, but we had to be cautious from the beginning.
Absolutely. How do you think the pandemic will change the way that you do business at StorageBlue and everywhere else?
Well, I'm a firm believer that the pandemic is temporary. So we just have to get through this time. Hopefully in a year from now, it'll be a memory, but we just have to do whatever we have to do now to be cautious. And that is physical distancing and just, washing your hands and keeping clean and not overcrowding too much.
Where are you quarantining right now?
I am quarantining in Miami, Florida.
Oh, lucky you.
Which is my second home. I'm not a big winter person, so I come down here in the winter time, and I got stuck down here this year. So there's worse places to be stuck than Miami. Absolutely.
You're a Jersey boy, though, the rest of the time.
Yeah, I was raised in New Jersey. I was raised in Bergen County, and I'm back in Bergen County. My business is based there, StorageBlue, and that's where I operate from. I love it.
So besides StorageBlue, I mean, you made one of my favorite channels, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you today, but growing up watching the E Network, unbelievable content and really groundbreaking stuff.
It wasn't my intention to create a network. I went to school for architecture. I went to school at the University of Miami, and then I went more at Pratt Institute in Brooklyn. When I got out of school, it was a little bit of a recession going on, so I couldn't get a job as an architect. So I started renovating brownstones in Jersey City, and my office was in Jersey City.
I'm in Jersey City right now.
Good, I love Jersey City. And then moved my office to Secaucus. I actually started E with my office in Secaucus. So shout out to Secaucus there. But what I had been doing was just renovating buildings, and always had ideas for getting into the entertainment business. Loved making movies. I've been a movie and television fanatic since I was 5 years old. My head is like a television encyclopedia. So I can remember the first movie I ever went to, and just I've been into entertainment my whole life. It's in my blood. So I'm a firm believer that ideas are in the air. And at that time, I was just getting out of college. I was a huge MTV fan. And I actually credit it a little bit towards staying in the wintertime and watching a lot of MTV, because I didn't go out in the winter a lot. And I just thought of different ideas. And at that time, I sort of came up with cable television was like a newspaper, where you had the entertainment, you had the headlines and headline news, you had sports and ESPN, you had weather in the Weather Channel, but there was no entertainment section on cable. Of course, today, cable is like a magazine stand, where you have golf and home and garden, and it's very particular on what you want to watch. But back then, it was very general. It was broadcasting. Now, today, it's narrowcasting. But there was no entertainment section. So I figured, come up with a sort of a way to advertise movies nationally, promote movies, promote television. There wasn't a lot of shows out there. There was only Entertainment Tonight, was the only entertainment show out there, only entertainment news network out there showing anything like this. So the first thoughts of it was to create a 24-hour Entertainment Tonight. And of course, here we are, 25 years later.
What a story.
I do a lot of different things. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And what happened with StorageBlue was, when I was developing my brownstones in Jersey City, like every young developer does, I would start with a 3-unit brownstone. I went to a 6-unit, then a 10-unit, trying to get bigger and bigger projects until I bought a 50,000 square foot warehouse to make into a self-storage building. At the same time I bought that warehouse was the time that I raised the $2.5 million to start E. So I sort of dropped everything here, including the warehouse, and went to LA. The warehouse started to sort of go into foreclosure. I was having some problems. I didn't have a lot of money at the time. And a group, 2 guys that ended up being my partners, approached me and said, how about we make this into a self-storage building? Because the building was just sitting there. The first one was in Jersey City. And I went along with it, and we grew that company to about 20 buildings all across the metropolitan area, New York metropolitan area, every borough, Harlem, Bronx, Brooklyn, everywhere. And at that point, it was an ongoing self-storage company. So I was sort of doing entertainment on the West Coast and self-storage on the East Coast. I tell everybody I'd go from the most glamorous business to the least glamorous business. Since then, that company has broken apart, and StorageBlue was born about 5 years ago as a sister company. One of the reasons I love the business, a lot of people say to me, how do you go from entertainment to self-storage? But the fact of the matter is, entertainment has moved online, as you know, and a lot of online is e-commerce. The self-storage business, where 20 years ago, if you wanted self-storage, you would open up the yellow pages and look for, the letter A was the highest in the yellow pages, and you would go for the first self-storage you found. Today, of course, you go online and you type in whatever city you're in, Hoboken self-storage, Jersey City self-storage, and whatever pops up, you might be, on the first page, you might be prone to click on. So self-storage has turned into a real e-commerce business. I tell everybody, just the same way Amazon is a high-tech business, at the end of the day, you're getting a pair of sneakers delivered to you. But you think about everything that went into you getting that pair of sneakers, that's the high-tech side of it. The same with self-storage. You type in Jersey City self-storage, you click on the highest ranking self-storage you can find, which is search engine optimization, or you click on the ads, which is search engine marketing, pay-per-click, and then you have to provide a great user experience, a UX, so you don't want to lose those customers. And then, of course, fulfilling that and capturing the order. So it's the same as any e-commerce experience, and that's one of the reasons I enjoy it so much. And self-storage is all about marketing, marketing to the demographic and to the customer that you want to reach. And I think we did the same at E, and StorageBlue is just sort of a localized version of that, and I'm enjoying it a lot. My goal is to grow the brand all through the New Jersey, New York metropolitan area.
So you got obviously started in Jersey City, like you said. I am sure the city has changed immensely since those days of restoring those brownstones.
When I started in Jersey City, it was very different. There was no high rises. It was a rough place to be, but I had a love for the city, and I used to promote the hell out of the city. It's 8 minutes from Exchange Place to the World Trade Center. Yeah, and I used to say this place is too close in proximity to the financial capital of the world to be anything but a great place to be. And it's amazing. I went to Los Angeles, obviously, to run E for a long time, and now coming back and the whole city has changed. It's an amazing place.
This was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all of your success with StorageBlue. And when you're back in Jersey, let's do this in person.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.